Hi, this is Carl Polachuk with Small Biz Thoughts, and it's time for another SOP video for managed service providers. I'm standing way back here so you can see this huge wall I have at the back of my office. This wall is going to become a mural in 2016. It's part of the plans for my company. Today we're going to talk about planning in general, and specifically financial planning, personal planning, and business planning. You need to do a little bit of each of these in order to be truly successful in the new year. You know, many people put lots of pressure on themselves to do New Year's resolutions and new year, new me, and lose weight and all that happy stuff, and they basically set themselves up for failure. I want you to set yourself up for success, and here's what that means. Instead of doing it all in January and making a big deal of it, I'd like you to get in the habit of planning things for your business, planning to be successful. You know, one of my big phrases is, nothing happens by itself. Well, guess what? That includes success particularly. I do a lot of focused planning for the new year in October and November so that I'm really clear about what's going on at the end of the year and how I need to prep for the new year, what sort of things I need to put in place. I have some idea of what my finances look like, not just in January and Q1, but for the whole year. But more importantly, I plan every month. I take a little time and I do planning in 3 different areas. I encourage you to start with 1 hour a month if you're not used to planning a lot, and eventually work up to doing 1 hour a month for each of these areas: financial, personal, and business. Now, what does that mean? For financial, it means things like, are you reaching your sales goals? Have you hired the right number of people? Are you doing the things you need to do with regard to getting money from your clients and paying your vendors on time? On personal matters, it's really, what do you want to do with your life and your business? And how do you plan that out? What are you doing? What are you going to be doing next week, next month, next year? And all those things have a long range and a medium range and a short range list of goals that you need to pay attention to. But if you don't spend any time planning, then none of that stuff happens by itself. And finally, on the business front, you need to plan out what's going to happen in your business. What will it look like? What do you want your brand to look like? Where are you going by the end of next year? And what is it going to do for you personally and financially? So you see, it's all tied together. It's very important that you take a little bit of time and make it a special time. Literally pick a time, put it on your calendar, and maybe it's the first Monday of the month or the last Friday of the month or whatever works for you. But pick some time and get in the habit of planning so that you can get in the habit of making sure that you look at what you planned, right? If you don't measure it, you don't know whether or not you're making any progress. Peter Drucker says, what gets measured gets done. So let's not freak out about planning for all of the year in January. Instead, let's start down the slow path of creating a new habit of doing a little planning all year long. This is Carl Polachuk with Small Biz Thoughts, wishing you all the best in your managed service business for 2016.